Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a very natural simple look and getting ready to go see my therapist, girl. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario palette. He sent me like a whole box of stuff and baby I've never used it. I think he sent it like a year ago when he first dropped this. I'm sorry, I just don't feel like some stuff is for us, especially I'm a little bit on the darker side, a lot of it on the darker side. And so certain things just don't work for me, you know? Certain colors and stuff. Like I feel like this palette was definitely made for women of lighter skin tones, but we gonna try to do the best that we can. A couple things I wanted to address from the last video. By the way, I so appreciate your support and just really being there, because you guys know, man, my life is freaking chaotic, which is why I think some of you guys who haven't been here a while were very taken aback. Girl, this is an everyday occurrence for me, all right? At this point, my life is just, I'm gonna make a movie one day, okay? Because there's something always going on with me, all right? Like certain stuff people do not even believe until I had to produce pictures or proof of it, because girl, it's something always going on. I'm not being nonchalant about it or not taking it serious. You guys have to understand, like, this has been going on for months. And then I keep telling y'all, I don't know why y'all do not believe me, girl, I am heavily medicated. I told you I go see my psychiatrist tomorrow. I am heavily medicated, which means that a lot of my emotions are suppressed. I understand the way that I feel, but I can't express it. You know what I'm saying? Like I have moments where I'm angry, but I can't show anger. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm aware of what I'm feeling. I just can't show it. I just use this little color right here and I'm about to go in with this one. But yeah, like girl, it's stuff that be going on every single day. I am tortured every day with these damn children. I listen, even after that little scare, look, a dog, I don't know if y'all be watching my Instagram, girl, but Instagram, I be going off. But a dog snuck into my backyard. Like he threw through my fence in the backyard. He was back there, bro. He was limping and stuff. It was days. Now, mind you, my backyard, like literally my bedroom is right here. So he would just sit under my bedroom window and just cry. So I already was not sleeping. But then you mix that with the chaos of the dog, right? And I'm trying to get animal control to come get the dog. And they telling me, well, we can't come get the dog because he leave during the day. He only come out at night. So they wouldn't even send nobody over here. They sent a police officer over here. It's not funny. I told y'all my life is like, oh, it's chaotic. So they sent the police officer over here and he didn't do nothing but take the damn dog down the street. He walked the dog down the street because he was like, oh, we can't put him back in our police cars no more. So he didn't do nothing but walk the dog down the street. Then the dog came back within 10 minutes. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. I'm gonna spread like that color that we just used all over my lid, right? So anyway, back to this dog situation. So the dog would not leave. They act like they couldn't do nothing. So my kids, for whatever reason, they feel like they this color. I think it's because I raised them in the suburbs. Don't do that, y'all. Raise your child in the suburbs, but also take them to the hood, because they need to have both sides, all right? Because my kids only have suburban, and for whatever reason, they just do people. I'll have to bleep that out because y'all know I can't curse. But so anyway, I go to work one day. I'm like, I have to figure out what to do with this dog. My ex is like, I'll come over and take care of your dog. Just go to work, it'll be fine. My kids talking about, they started texting me talking about, can they give him water? No. But you know what? You know what happened? They wound up going out there anyway and giving that dog water and food, and then use my good towels from my house and put them over the dog, talking about he cold. He has fur, okay? He's supposed to be an outside dog. And if y'all keep messing with me, you're gonna be outside children, okay? So again, I told y'all, I be going through life. I be going through the motions, all right? I went from doing therapy every 2 weeks to my therapist saying, girl, you need to come in here every week, because I've always been a little off. But it's done got worse, okay? It's done got worse. I have to go to therapy once a week, and I actually like this therapist. He real cool. He be cussing with me and everything. Like we locked in, all right? And he be giving me some real advice, and I can appreciate that during this time. But yeah, my life has always been very chaotic, y'all. And for me, I can't just sit around and wallow in pity and depression. Girl, I am depressed. I told y'all, I bipolar and depression. Girl, I have anxiety and everything else, but the medication helps, okay? If you have extreme anxiety like me, where I felt like before I was able to deal with it and just kind of suppress it on my own, but girl, after this situation with my kid and both of them, I'm talking terrorizing the hell out of me on a daily basis. All right. At that point, I knew, yes, Jesus is real. Jesus is real. I love me some Jesus. However, baby, I wasn't gonna be able to do it by myself. I wasn't gonna be able to do it with just a wish and a prayer. I was gonna need something heavily to medicate me, because I was getting ready to flip. I'm telling y'all, I had a mental breakdown. I'm not even joking. Like, my mental breakdown was something serious, okay? My favorite, oh my goodness, my favorite primer ever is the e.l.f. I kind of think this is like milk, but I mean, hey, whatever. But yeah, if I'm not heavily medicated, y'all, I would be going crazy right now, all right? So allow me to deal with this the way that I need to deal with it in order to continue to be a parent and be present for my kids. But just know, if I was not okay, girl, I would not be here. Y'all see, I went missing when I was not okay. All right, so I'm okay. You know, I'm dealing with it, and we gonna get through like we always do. Like I said, this ain't nothing but another challenge, girl. I go through it probably every week or either on a monthly basis. Monthly if I'm lucky, but mostly every week it be something different. If you're gonna do like a more of a natural look, you need to make sure that you color correct and make sure, you know, the skin is skinning like it's supposed to do, if that's what you want to do. Anyway, did I tell y'all about the time that I got super elevated at my friend's husband's 50th birthday party? Girl, I decided, and this was a couple months ago too, I think this is partially the reason why I have like a little bit of memory loss. Now, my therapist says it's because my brain can't handle no more trauma, and so it's starting to block out things. But I think heavily it has something to do with the edible as well. If I'm being honest, it has something to do with the edibles. Anyway, I go to my friend's her husband's birthday party, and you know, we chilling, and I'm like, you know, I haven't drank in a long time because, girl, when I say I've been in the house and stressed out about this child, I've been in the house stressed out about this child, so I haven't really drank in a very, very long time. Where's my brush? Anyway, she was like, you want something to drink? So we started drinking, and then I was like, you know, I need an edible to kind of just relax myself, because this time, like, I think I had only been on my medication for like 2 days, and so should I have mixed the medication with that? Probably not, but I need you, hey, we listen and we don't judge, okay? I need you to stay with me. So anyway, I've already had a couple drinks in me or whatever, and then my friend, her friend is there, and my friend's like, come here. So I come over, and she's like, she got edibles. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now, this is where me playing it back, I should have been more aware. Okay, so when doing a natural look, you have an option of just doing a skin tint. I can't find out where my skin tints are. Oh, I think I had that Maybelline. Oh, well, it's too late. I already put this on. So I'm just gonna use a full cover foundation because I like need some full coverage foundation. So that's what I'm using. And y'all know Fenty. Oh my goodness, I got that all over my shirt. Y'all see that? Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm using. So let me give y'all the rest of this story. So again, as I approached the table, I should have been very careful because my friend's friend, is sitting there. And now that I look back on it, she was zooted, like to the highest of the highest power. Okay, because her eyes was low and she was just smirking as she opened up this container to give me the edible. Now, again, I thought like, okay, cool, because I didn't do the edible before. I didn't, did that too. So I was like, and I can normally handle myself very well, right? I know my limits, okay? Now, the thing is, if you've never done an edible, then you need to be extremely careful because, girl, you don't know when it's going to kick in. That's the only downfall to doing them, is that you don't know when they're going to kick in. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my NARS Soft Matte again and highlight, because I want something today. But anyway, you don't know when this stuff is going to kick in, right? So I'm chilling, I'm still sipping. Now mind you, I've only had maybe 2 drinks because my friend made this lemonade something and it was very delicious or whatever. I gotta get the recipe now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm only gonna drink just a little bit, right? Because I know I had just did this edible and I don't want to be too far gone. As I'm drinking, right, and I'm chilling, the lady who gave me the edible comes over smiling. And I'm like, hey girl. And she like, yeah, that's the good stuff right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, because everybody be talking about this stuff is good. So I'm like, okay, girl. Girl, she really meant that. She really meant that. So she begins to tell me, she said, yeah, you know, because I only do these when I don't have nothing to do, because you gonna be high from today, which was Saturday. She said, but you know, Monday or Tuesday you should start feeling better. So again, I'm thinking, everybody think they got the good stuff, girl, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, I'm gonna be fine. Baby, when I tell you that thing kicked in, girl, and I was outside. Like, I remember blinking and I was outside. Now don't ask me how I got outside, but I remember just pacing the parking lot and zooming in and zooming out and zooming in and zooming out. And I called my friend, girl. I don't even know how I called her, but we was on the phone. I couldn't even remember what we were talking about. Again, time was moving very fast. I thought we were on the phone for 30 minutes. Girl, we were on the phone for 3 minutes. Now, mind you, I am outside, pacing the parking lot, just circling Michael Phillips around that parking lot, and I couldn't stop. Oh, I'm using a setting powder because, again, you still gonna have to use a setting powder or something, or a face powder. I have Maybelline, but maybe I'll do that next video. I'll use on Maybelline face powder. But anyway, I made the worst mistake of my life, girl, because my mouth is starting to get dry at this point. So I am downing water. And when I say that nothing seemed to quench my thirst, nothing seemed to quench my thirst, right? But nobody told me that taking the water, now this lady watched me down this water, couple bottles of water, and didn't tell me until the end, oh, you're not supposed to drink water because that intensifies the high. Girl, what? So at this point, girl, I am higher than I have ever been in my life, and I have no control over my motor skills or nothing else. When I tell you that I was outside screaming, y'all ever seen Holiday Heart? I was outside like, bless up, bless up. That's how I felt, baby. What is this that you gave me? This feels like Whitney and Bobby crack, okay? I began to have convulsions inside because they told me to come inside and sit down. And I remember, girl, the room is spinning. I remember the lady in front of me was like, look at her. She was sitting here and got high. Just crazy, girl. And I could not, like, for the life of me, motor skills, everything went out the door. The lady comes over to me. I'm sitting down like this. The lady comes over to me and tells me, don't take, what she say? Don't let the drugs do you. You do the drugs. Ma'am, if you don't get the hell away from me, because I'm 2 seconds away from going to the emergency room. All of a sudden, sorry, I forgot to tell y'all what this was. Y'all know what this is. This is the One Size Trio. But all of a sudden, girl, my body is shaking uncontrollably. And I am begging this woman for the antidote. She gonna say, it ain't no antidote. You just gonna have to ride the high. Excuse me? Ma'am, you're giving out drugs like this and you don't have an antidote? This is crack. This is crack, girl. So I am, like I said, like I'm shaking, girl. I had enough gumption or whatever, and it probably took me a good 30-40 minutes to call me an Uber. Now mind you, this is in Fort Worth. I live in the country, which is about an hour and a half away from Fort Worth. Okay? my kids were with me, I felt so ashamed because I never ever got that high before. Getting the Uber, girl, the Uber had me scared for my life because he pulled up and I want to say a Tesla. It was like a Tesla. And girl, when I say he was speeding, I'm talking about speeding, girl. So I'm already, the room is spinning and then you speeding or whatever. I get home, like all I want to do is lay down, right? Because girl, like this is very intense. And I felt like it kept getting more and more intense or whatever. So I finally go to sleep. I wake up to, I got hot fries next to me. I got 50,000 yogurts, granola, everything. So obviously I had been eating in my sleep, child. But that wasn't the end of this roller coaster. Now mind you, this is Sunday. I'm supposed to go and get my car because it is in Fort Worth. Like, baby, you need to go and get your car because at the time, oh, I didn't tell y'all that I bought a BMW. But at the time I only had one car and that was that car. So I was like, how am I supposed to get up there to get this car or whatever? So I'm like trying to amp myself up. My friend calls me, she like, you straight? I'm like, girl, no. No, girl, I am not. I can't even function. She like, yeah, I don't know what that was, but that was strong, girl. That was strong. And I'm like, yeah. She like, I don't feel like I'm high no more. Like, you should be coming down pretty soon. Girl, why she text me back and tell me, you know what? I am still high. I said, I knew it. Baby, because what the heck is that? So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm about to call my Uber and I'm about to go up here and get my car. So in the time that had passed, my ex called me. He was out of town. So my ex called and he's like, hey, you good? He said that I repeated the same thing to him 5 different times. And he was like, yeah, I don't think you need to go get that car right now. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go get it. Don't worry about it. He's like, no, I'm telling you, you still high. So you don't need to go and get the car. He's like, I'm gonna be back in town tomorrow. So we'll go up there and get it tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. So, girl, all of a sudden, I began to vomit. Like, and when I say like, you know, like hurting vomit, girl. So I'm like, oh Lord, I'm about to have to go to the hospital because I think it was crack that she gave me, girl. And then my son ain't making it no better because he come in after he hear me vomiting and he's like, do I need to call the police? You need to call the police? Like, hell no, don't call the police over here. Add just like a little bit more black to my eyelid just to smoke it out a little bit more. But anyway, I'm like, girl, all day I'm gone, like can't do nothing, girl. Oh, excuse me. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just chill at the house or whatever. And then the lady said by Monday I should be good, right? She said by Monday I should be good. So Monday comes and I'm like, all right, I gotta go to work. So girl, we have to figure this out. I'm gonna have to go to work. And I had like an event that I had to do at work, girl. So I'm like, okay, let me get up. Girl, when I tell you, I sat in front of this mirror for like 30 minutes. And then my ex called me and I said, listen, I need you to talk to me to see if I'm high because I don't want to go into work and I'm high. So he's like, yeah, you still high. You don't need to go. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go. And I'm like, okay, this should be wore off by Monday because that's what she said, Monday, right? Girl, no. Keep in mind, we are now on Monday, girl. Monday night. And I am still zooted. Still zooted. So I'm like, okay, Tuesday, I'm gonna be good. Tuesday, I get up, barely get ready, right? And I'm like, I still feel high, right? But I'm like, okay, it's gonna be fine. Like, maybe you're just overthinking it. Like, girl, you're not really that high. So I get in my car because remember, my ex came Monday and we went and got my car. That Uber ride there was crazy. He was blasting his music. He had like a 99 Toyota. I was like, please do not let this car go out in the midst of us going there. He didn't even ask us if we wanted the volume adjusted or nothing. My ex like, you want me to tell him to turn down? No, because I don't want to be put out on the side of the highway. He seemed like that type of person to put us out on the side of the highway. So we go and get the car. Tuesday come, I'm trying to get ready. I get ready and then I get in my car. Worst decision. I think I'm fine. I'm like, okay, I'm just overthinking it. I'm good, whatever. All right, so I did apply my lashes, y'all. And then I realized I probably shouldn't be baking if I'm going for like an all natural look. But hey, I mean, I don't really know. I think this is pretty simple. Natural is subjective, okay? Anyway, So I get in my car and I'm driving, and my GPS is taking me to a different location. My job is out in urban, and it's taking me like a different route. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just trying to avoid traffic or whatever. So I keep on driving, and I'm like, no, this don't nothing over here seem familiar. And I've been driving for like 40 minutes. So I'm like, girl, why in the heck did I end up on the other side of town? I said, oh yeah, the stuff that she gave us was definitely an experiment. Like, she treated us like an experiment. My friend texted me, she like, yeah, girl, I'm still high. I'm still high. I said, oh yeah. We were science projects to that lady. She was trying to see if she should really give that to the fiends, because what is going on? Let's spray our face so we can go, because girl, I'm already running late. I gotta be on the other side of town. But yeah, I went into work, girl. I was like, okay, let me turn around and go to work. At first, not my husband. Jesus, is that gonna be my husband? Anyway, my ex was like, you don't need to go to work. You need to stay at home because, girl, you still rolling. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and go into work, girl, that whole day. Why people were trying to talk to me? I'm like, please stop talking to me. Please, girl, I am going through it. Please stop talking to me. Tell y'all, I have never been like so embarrassed in my life, girl. I told my friend, I was like, don't invite me to no more of your family functions, because girl, I could never ever see those people again. Like, oh my gosh, I was wilding out, y'all. I was wilding out. When I tell y'all, it was definitely giving Wanda from Holiday Heart, girl. I'm not even joking. So this is like, y'all know this is my favorite. This is the matte chestnut. I'm probably gonna do a little bit of the dimensional brown or something like that from Too Faced, and then we just gonna put on a gloss and call it a day. Cause again, we keeping it nice and simple, girl. Nice and damn simple. But yeah, girl, that was a time that was had, and I know y'all probably asking like, all right, what did you learn from that? I learned to never ever take candy from strangers. That was the main goal. And girl, I am never doing another drug. I'm okay. That right there was enough. I went to my friend's house for Christmas, and her people was like, oh, we got some if you want to come out here. No thank you. Girl, I learned my lesson. No, I'm good off of that. Alright, I'm gonna try this buxom. I don't really mess with buxom like that, but this is in the shade White Russian. And we're gonna put it right there. Oh, I probably should have used my NYX. That'd have been cute. The pink one. Maybe that's what I'll do. Hang on. Let me see if we can make some evil. Hang on. I'm gonna use some NYX. This is in the shade Eclair, girl, and this has become like one of my favorites because, girl, she is like pink, but she ain't too much, you know. And she blends into that brown so good. I like me some Eclair, girl. Look at that. Ooh. Eclair is that girl. She's that girl. Okay, guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is my interpretation of a natural look. Natural looks are subjective to each person. You know, it's like probably gonna be like, oh, that's not natural. Anybody got something? This is my interpretation of natural, okay? This is something that I do every single day for work because it's super simple and quick and easy. Especially on the eyes, it kind of gives you more of like a smoky effect, but again, it's super simple. All we did was like 3 eyeshadows. I will link everything below. I'm trying to think of what else you guys want to ask me. Yes, I'm okay. I promise I am okay. If I wasn't okay, then I will let you guys know. I am currently in therapy, and I also see a psychiatrist. I have to go see my psychiatrist tomorrow. Therapist is today. The kids are also in therapy as well. So us as a family, we are working through it. We're getting through it. No need to be alarmed, girl. If I wasn't okay, I wouldn't be here. Y'all know that because I get ghosts real quick. But yeah, this is it. The hair. Oh, I know you're probably gonna ask me about the hair. The hair, I did a tutorial on it probably early this year, end of last year. I want to say that it is West Kiss. I believe in reinstalling hair growth, so this is definitely a reinstall. But the link to the hair is, I think it's in that bio. So go through my hair videos to find that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Nope, everything else I'll try to tag below. I gotta go because I'm already running late. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.